Today on the channel, we're back at it with another AEW Unmatched Series 12 unboxing. This time, we got a CEO, and the first time in the line, Mercedes Mone.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Unmatched Series 12 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a first time in the line, not first ever wrestling figure, but first time in the line from AEW Unmatched 12, Mercedes Mone. But for all your Mercedes Mone needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And this one coming right ahead of the Shop AEW exclusive we've been waiting quite a while for. That one should be here, at least in my mailbox this week. So 2 Mercedes Mone figures back to back. That one a little bit more deluxe, I believe a 1 of 3,000. This being a standard release, very similar figures it looks like from the pictures. But of course, when that time does come, we'll compare the two. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the former Sasha Banks now getting figures as Mercedes Mone. Has she set the world on fire in AEW? I guess that's for you guys and gals, especially you gals out there to decide. They all can't be Rios. We know how that goes for sure. But of course, Mercedes Mone, one of the biggest stars in female wrestling the last few years. Of course, the former Sasha Banks. Got a lot of figures from Mattel WWE once upon a time. A little bit to be desired, though, over there from WWE. They never quite got her head sculpt and face right. We'll see if it's a little bit better over here. And of course, we'll do a little comparison later on in this very video. But without further ado, let's dive. Let's run through the gears on this Mercedes. How about? Let's do it. Mercedes Mone, the CEO, looking a little bit plain in the package. Feels like it needs a little bit of something else, and maybe the TBS title. However, this could be from before she had that. Doesn't say the dates on here anymore, unfortunately. But it feels like a small figure just missing something in the package. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, but we do got her there. Glamour shot on the side, of course. Love that blue background against the silver. AEW looking good. Number 95 so far in the line. Part of Series 12 once again. Glamour shot. No Easter egg over here, just AEW now. And then, of course, little image up there on the top just celebrating in her full robe, which we do not get here, but we do get with the Shop AEW. Cross sell down here, unboxing every single one of these on the channel. And of course, we're going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite down the road. So you'll want to stick around for that. See who takes the top spot in Series 12. And this is a pretty good set. A lot of first times in the line, a lot of new stuff going on with this set right here. See you later. Goodbye. Like a young Caitlin Clark at the 3-point line. What? Yeah, my wife Angie at the 3-point line too. Of course, 2 basketball phenoms in college. My wife and Caitlin Clark. And guess what? Same college. Same college. Not same person though. Not same person. There it is. Mercedes Mone. Looking interesting right here. And of course, pop it out. Maybe we'll pop her out. Can we pop and lock? Oh my gosh, she's in there tight. That head in there tight. There it is. See you later. I like to get that head in there tight too, so I totally understand. But no extra hands with this one. No robe, no nothing going on. But we do get some accessories that we're going to dive into here shortly. Going to get her straightened out here. And we got Mercedes Mone off to the races. There's a lot going on with this figure. Maybe not a ton of accessories outside of the package, but a lot of accessories on the figure here. Now, first thing I'm going to do is try to pull these glasses off, and the glasses are removable. Big kind of flower glasses with the black lenses. First time in the line accessory, looking very, very nice there. And I gotta say, I would know this is Mercedes Mone. Obviously, the dollar signs in the hair, throw that your way. You know who it is when you look at that. But I will say this head sculpt is better than the Mattel ones. But once again, constant learning, constant improvement. It's been quite a few years. I do think if Mattel still had Sasha Banks, they would have got us some good head sculpts eventually. They were working their way to it, slowly but surely. But I would say this looks like Mercedes Mone out of the package to me. I don't got a problem with that. Got a little pouty face on there, of course, 2 eyes, 2 ears. I can't tell because I can't see them. but she does got a nose and a mouth. I can confirm that right here. She does got the CEO necklace around her neck. It looks like that is removable if you pop the head off. Of course, you can if you would like to do that. You got the dollar signs, all elite CEO in the back of the hair. A wild power move there if there ever was one. Just living that CEO life. I know the CEO of my company, that's what he does too. He puts that in his hair and he walks around and you're like, there's CEO. He's got it in the back of his hair. I'm sure. Now diving into this one a little bit more, it does say Mone Talks. Okay, so she has got the knuckle dusters on her hands. Those are removable if you'd like to. She's got the slapping hands. No fists of fury with her here, but you do got those. We saw stuff like that with Sasha Banks from Mattel once upon a time. Looking good. Bare arms on this one. And then you got the sculpted in top here. Looking very nice. Got all kinds of texture to it as well. All the way up to the bra there. A lot of texture. A lot of extra detail there. And then you got kind of the lasso. Almost reminds you of Wonder Woman here around the skirt with all the lassoing going on there. Looking very, very nice. What else we got going on? We got some gold boots here. Kind of interesting. You got the, I guess, high heels down here, and then you're basically painted up here to give the effect of the full-on boots. You got the white laces that are painted in throughout on there, but you do get the high heel going on. Arms going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double-jointed pinned elbows. Those pinned elbows on the females especially are really eyesores, but is what it is at this point. She just got the hands. Once again, we talked about that. She does have painted nails in white. Ooh, it's all over the place. We got some gold fingers, white fingers, pink fingers. So that's pretty cool attention to detail. You got to call that out there for sure. They could have just painted them all one color, not painted them all, but they actually gave them the different colors on the nails. So that is a pretty cool thing right there. You do get the hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. Got those big old Mercedes splits if you need them. Legs go up for the big boot, thigh cut. Double jointed pin knees on this one. How about that? Boot cut, ankles, back force, side to side, up and down. Our usual Jazzwares articulation at this point in time. I'm going to put these glasses back on her. And they got little divots in the side, so they will stick in. So pretty good, actually, Mercedes Mone, but it does feel just a little bit unfinished without the big jacket. And I guess we'll have to wait for the Shop AEW one. And look at that. Even with the high heels, she stands up on her own. That's pretty darn cool as well. Would have liked to see some extra hands. Not in the cards with this one, but we know we're going to get more Mercedes figures in the future. Uh-oh, she's got to stand. There's no hole in her feet. Can you believe that? That's a wild move right there. No hole in her feet. Haven't seen that, I don't think, from Jazzwares yet. So that's an interesting one for sure. But for sure, we did get many of her from Mattel. This is just one of the many here. It looks like she grew up a little bit over the years. Got a little bit taller, apparently. Scaled up a little bit more for the Jazzwares than she was for Mattel. Once upon a time, she was a legit boss. Now she's just a straight-up CEO. So the times are changing, I guess is what we'll say with her. But it does look good. I got to say, this beat my expectations here. As I said earlier, they've had a lot of struggles, they being Mattel once upon a time with her head sculpts. Looks like they knew that. They took that to heart over at Jazzwares and worked pretty hard on this to get a pretty good first try Mercedes Mone. Have to imagine we're going to see a lot more of her in the future. Wouldn't be shocked for ringside exclusives, Amazon exclusives, obviously the Shop AEW exclusives. We're going to have some more Mercedes figures. And have to imagine we'll get some with all of her belts. Got to think that'd be a cool ringside exclusive. Somehow they could make all those different belts she has. Not sure if that's in the cards or not. But a good first impression here. And as I said, Shop AEW should be here in the next week. So we'll unbox that too. So stay tuned for that unboxing on the channel as well. But there it is, Mercedes Mone, Unmatched 12. What's your guys' thoughts? You picking this one up? Pass, long game, no game, not so sure game. Of course, the usual answers and questions that we look for. Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, make sure you like this video. Always helps the channel. Subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day. Appreciate all the support out there. Check out, of course, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com if you want to send me an email. And that's also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Mercedes Mone, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we going to dance or are we going to play?